Hi, it is the human operating system time. So today I'd like to share with you all on the Nimlik. Or in Chinese, so today I'd like to share with you my view on Nimlik. Okay. And so what happened is I got message from actually our friends in Europe asking me about this Nimlik and the definition and so forth. It is what it is, and is that true, correct, so forth, so forth. So I decide to share with you all, because this is about educations, what I'm targeting on. Not who is right, who is wrong, who is grandmaster, who is not grandmaster, not all those stuff, okay? So we want to know what it is, why it is, how it is, instead of getting to whatever thing which is away from what, why, how, which everybody can understand and be able to do it if it is or to attain it if it is something which is everybody can attain. Okay, it's realistic, scientific. So I like to get into this. Okay, this is the definitions of Nimlik. Okay, in the website, if you go check it out, there's definition there. So I transport that to this. The exact words, I transpose it to this four sentence, okay, or four group. Okay, so let's go through one by one of each group, and then we can discuss and on what is going on. So you can freeze this if you like to, if you know Chinese. If you don't, I just explain to you first. This is called first part, second part, third part, and the fourth part. Okay. Now the first part is say that if you practice Xiu Nim Tao, leader idea, okay, one have to focus and using the intention to drive the techniques. Okay, so the first part, if you practice the little idea form, then one need to focus or concentrate using idea to drive the form, the movement, okay, or the techniques. Okay, so that's first part. So meaning you use your intention or the yi. Okay, as usually in Chinese they say the yi, in here is yi nian, to drive the techniques. Okay, now the second part is say that the purpose of the yi is to collect your entire body strength and qi. So you are using the intention to control, to handle every move. It is not using tensing the muscles to generate force. So in other words, that in the part 2, it said that you are using the intention to concentrate, to collect the entire body's strength and chi, and every movement or every techniques is using the intention to direct it or to control it, to handle it, and it is not using the tensing of the muscle to create or to generate the strength. Okay, second part. The third part is say that it is believed that the beginner have a difficulties to experience it. However, this thing exists. This type of force or strength exists. That's the third part. Okay, and then the fourth part is say that the author who wrote this definition or this article do not have a term for it. Okay, do not have a precise. Okay, so the fourth part is saying that the author or the author of the article or the writer of the article do not have a precise terminology for it. Thus, it is called Nimlik, okay, or mind force Nimlik, okay, or mind power. So now, let's look at this fourth part. At the fourth part, we know this is a modern creation because the author is honestly saying that he doesn't have a terminology for it, and thus he called it, or he coined it, the term, his term to describe this what he experienced as Nimlik. Okay, so it's a modern term. It is not the ancient term or ancient Chinese term and so forth. Now, if you look closely on the part 1, part 2, you can see one thing. You can see that this is influenced by the Tai Chi concept of the past, say 100 years or past 5 to 8 decades, 10 decades. Okay, so the concept of this Nimlik, if you look at part 1 and part 2, it is actually described what the Tai Chi people is saying, or the saying in the Tai Chi, meaning using yi, not using force, 用意不用力. Okay, so if you look at that in Chinese, you read it properly, the descriptions is actually this, 用意不用力. Okay, so from this, the coin of the terms Nimlik, we know that it is a modern terminology, is created in the modern time, and it is influenced by Tai Chi, using Yi and not using strength. Okay, so we know about this. Now, so what is this using intention or Yi, not using strength is? What it is? Since now we can know, okay, the reality is based on historical facts. You know that Nim Lake is a modern creation. Okay, you know that Nim Lake is actually influenced by of Tai Chi Chuan. Okay, so this is Wing Chun. Okay, so you know that the concept of the Nim Lake is a modern term, and it is influenced by the concept of Tai Chi Chuan. Okay, now our question is asking, so what is using Yi, not using strength? Because this is equivalent, right? Now Nim Lake is equal to using intention, not using strength. And as in the description here, in the description here, I just read it to you. It says using intention to control, to handle, to direct every move. Okay, not using the tensions of the muscle, the strength from the tension of the muscle. Okay, so we know this now. So we know what is Nim Lake at this. Nim Lake is influenced by the Tai Chi. It's a modern term in Wing Chun, influenced by Tai Chi. Now, and this is evidence. Okay, there's no hearsay or anything. No, this is what it is. Okay, if you see the pattern, like, you know, if you put this, fit this into artificial intelligence, machine learning, it will find the pattern for you. No, we just do that. Okay. Now the question right now, since we know this already, so what is using Yi, not using strength? What is it? What is it? Because remember we said what, why, how? What it is? Okay, so what it is? Well, now if you go search, doing a Google search, you can find 10 people will tell you different things. Okay, and in Wing Chun you say one thing, in Tai Chi you say one thing, and so forth, so forth. And in Wing Chun usually today people say about structure. You need to have structure, and you have to use what? Mind power or intention, or somebody call it mindful. Okay, and you look at the Tai Chi and so forth, you can have all kinds of a description there. But what is this? What it is? Until we know what it is, there's no way we can repeat this thing. And no way there's a teacher can teach a student, because you cannot transfer that you know, when you want to use strength, it's related to physics. You like it or not, it's related to physics, because we don't levitate. Okay, we live in this physical world, and we handle this physical body. So what it is? Okay, that is the question. Okay, so it's got, now if we don't understand it, we do not know clearly in the details, we have no way to repeat it. Okay, so you look at the internal art people, they always tell you also, you know, Tai Chi people, internal art people, and Wing Chun people, and everybody today will say, well, using your Yi, not using your strength, your Li, and using your Nim Lek. So what is this? Well, if it is that clear, why is that there are 10,000 people have 10,000 definition there? And you can see many people train like in internal martial art of the Chinese. They say, well, you know, using your yi and not using your strength, and you have to be soft. You have to be flow. So what is it? Well, I can tell you today, okay? Let's solve this issue once for all. There's nothing wrong with saying the term using yi, not using strength. There's nothing wrong with coining the Nim Lake of Xu Lim Tao with this Tai Chi concept. There's nothing wrong with that. In the ancient, all this thing exists. So what is the problem? The problem is there because there's a missing steps there. Missing steps. Yes. So, in order to using the strength, the intention, using the intention, not using strength, intention. One need to understand what is going on first, okay? One need to understand what is going on. And one need to understand how is this carry out, or how is this execute, okay? Or else we're going to sit down there and say, well, using your intention, using your not using your strength, and then you must not tense your muscle, and you must not be hard, you have to be soft. Well, let me ask you a question. Everybody say that, right? Which is usually joking with people, like in a Zen way. When people told me about using yi, not using strength, I asked them, why the heck are you keeping talking about lifting your anus? Well, didn't you lift your anus is using strength? Okay? So what is the missing thing? This is mind element, belong to mind element. This is intention. Okay, intention. This is your physical body. You need somehow to move it, to make use of the physical body. And we like it or not, it is going to use strength. Okay? It is going to use strength. However, there is one step here. This step, this missing step. If we miss these steps, all bets off. If you know the steps, everybody be able to do using intention, not using strength, as what the ancients said, talk about. These steps, okay? So what is these steps? This step is using intention, not using strength, has to base on the state of union with natural, or what I call the natural resonance states. Okay? So, we can talk about using intention, not using strength, but if you have no idea on the union with the nature, which is, it has to base on there, we stuck. And then because we stuck, 10 people will have 10 type of interpretation, but none know what the heck is going on. So you say use intention, okay, not using strength. Actually, that has to base on this. This is proper, this is true. You have to base on the state of union with nature, or as I call it, natural resonance. Then you can do this. If you do not know this state, you say, well, I'm using my intention, I'm not using my strength. Okay, you must not use the strength, use the intention. Then I ask you, okay, did you lift your anus? Did you align your spine so that you make your spine straight? If there's not strength, what is? Okay? Now, to show you exactly so that you can get it once for all. This is not difficult stuff, okay? This is not difficult stuff. I can make different shape with this thing. This is called structure. I can move this any way I want, move this structure any way I want, using my intention, using the strength of my body to move this, okay, to make triangle structure, all those kind of structure, okay? So, when we deal with this kind of stuff, you always use your mind, use your strength, okay? So how is it that using your intention, not using strength? Because you know this one, using your intention, you're using your intention, I intend it this way, this way, this way, this way, you know, how force coming in, all kind of stuff, right? This is using intention and using strength. So how is that using intention, not using strength? Simple. This is a pendulum. Okay? So you see this is a pendulum, right? If I push it this way with intention and then drop it, does it swing? Naturally? What? That is what exactly it means. Using intention, not using strength. Okay? So it get into what I call the natural resonance states, or the union with the natural state. And this is the very effective way of using strength. You're just using your intention. The first intention, of course, you have to use a slight push, and then you release it, and you go on and on. That is what it is. So to reply you on the anus, you know, lifting your anus, same thing. If your body is conditioned with the 6, 13, 3, 6 core element, 13 states, okay, that's why you need to have a states here. 6 core element, 13 states, and 3 variations. So this 6 core element, the first is the physical element, the physical body, and there are states inside there, okay, which is the union with the natural state. If you train in this union with the natural, guess what? So this is a human, like you and me, okay? When we inhale, this diaphragm is going downward, okay? When we exhale, this is inhale. When we exhale, this diaphragm is going upward. Now, so this is state 1, state 2. Or you can call it, this is phase 1, this is phase 2. Okay, in technical sense, if you call this is the breathing state, breathing, and so just call it physiology state. Okay, physiology state. So this is phase 1, phase 2, or you want to call it state 1, state 2, that's fine. If you are trained in the union of nature, which is your body nature, you know that when you inhale, this anus part, the lower part of the body, always it is expanding. When you exhale, you know this anus part is always contracting. So, what is lifting anus? Lifting anus is just mean the anus contracting when you exhale. So if you say I'm using intention or using yi, not using force to lifting my anus, well, you don't even have to think. You just have to activate an in and exhale phase. Say for example, I exhale right away. When I exhale, as soon as I relax my body and so forth, get into the natural resonance, right away the anus is lifting, is contracting. Okay? So that is the reason in the Qi Gong is called Tu Na Fa. Tu Na Fa. Inhale and exhale method or technology. And you have to deal with that. When you do the Tu Na Fa, okay, Qi Gong, right? The Qi Gong. You are not actually tense up your lower abdomen like today is tense up your dantian. Oh, I want to lift my anus. Forget about it. If you do that, you tense up this lower ab parts, you're going to screw up your diaphragm. Your diaphragm not be able to go up and down. In fact, you want to do reverse. You want to really let go of controlling your lower abdomens. Just let it loose up, and then the diaphragm can do its job, and then the anus and so forth can do its job, and then you can get the maximum breathing, oxygen intake and so forth. The minute you tense this thing up, the lower abdomen place up, like, oh, I focus in my dantian, wow, good luck. You put your intention there, you tense it up, that place is not moving in the natural state anymore. Okay, it's not union with the nature, it's not natural resonance like this anymore. You are just putting a block here. Okay, so the entire thing of the ancient traditional Chinese martial arts, especially today we like to call everything like internal need to base on the state of union with the nature or the natural resonance. Okay, without that, all bets off. Okay, so come back with Wing Chun. Wing Chun 1850, the Xiu Lim Tao, the detailed training, okay? Okay, Xiu Lim Tao, Lin mean training, Xiu mean details, meaning one need to get to be really details, Tao mean essence, okay, essential, really important, essential. So Xiu Lim Tao meaning the important details training. Okay, the important details training. That's what 1850s is saying. Okay, now you can see all the quid there. Okay, the quid there is riding. in Mandarin it say that, okay, I think this is this is the quid of the 修炼陶 first part, and this is quid number 9 or something like that. Okay, it say in Mandarin 玄回自然顺气脉. In English is turning, spinning, natural, according to the breathing and the Qi channel. What is this? This is a natural resonance state. This is union with nature. And that's why it say 全身不可足力量. Okay, so in Mandarin it says 全身不可着力量, meaning that your entire body must not using strength. So take the analogy of the lifting anus. You don't want to say I want to lift my anus. You don't, because at the exhale, your anus is naturally lifting, your lower abs is actually contracting. Okay, and you want to make use of that. You want to make use of that. So if you say, well, I want to lifting my anus, so what one do? One would just say, okay, now I do exhale. You just start the exhale. Once you start the exhale, the anus lifting naturally, because your diaphragm coming up. You're not using any force. In fact, you want to loosen up your body so that you do not hindrance, or you do not actually disrupt that natural state, that union with nature. Say if I exhale, right, I loosen up my body, I'm in the natural union with nature, or natural resonance state. If I exhale, then my anus rising up, my lower abs is actually contracting. Okay. Assume that you have that 6-13-3 training. Okay. If when I'm exhaling, I say I want to lifting my anus and squeeze in my dantian. Now you good luck. Why? You are monkey around with the natural state of your body. Okay. So that's why this is, you can read in the 修炼陶 quid part 1. Okay, it say 先回自然, okay, spinning, rotating, twisting naturally, or it say 一任自然. Spontaneously let it be natural. Okay, so 一任自然. So all this is talking about the natural state. If we don't know the natural state, we never train with it. That's why you have 10 people keeping saying, interpret 10 different things, but nobody really get to that state of what the ancient mean, because nobody know what it is. Or by chance, by luck, one get there, but then one cannot repeat it, one cannot teach it. Okay? Well, by luck, or if somebody is talented, they know that, but then they cannot teach it because they don't know exactly what happened, because there's a missing state. Okay? So there is no magic power between using yi or intention, not using strength or tensing the muscle. Is this sentence correct? So is the nimlek following this Tai Chi, even is Wing Chun following the Tai Chi term, is that correct? Yes, it's correct. However, if without the natural resonance state, development of entering into the union with nature, this won't work because you're missing the base there. So that's what happened today. People say, "Why I want to train Qigong, Tu Na." Oh, you just hold on your dantian and say you forget about it. You know it doesn't work. Because if you want to like a yoga, okay, in the yoga you have the 7 chakra, your Hui Yin, your anus area is your root chakra area. You don't open that thing up, how the hell your channel is going to flow? You can tense that, playing with all kinds of sensations and coarse breathing and so forth, but that is not what the ancient talking about when they say open up that chakra, open up that thing. How are you supposed to open up your chakra when you tense the hell out of the thing, or lifting your anus? So whenever we, okay, in this modern era, be in the Asia or be in the West, when we're missing something, you almost can actually identify it. When you see that there are 10 people will top 10 interpretations on the same term, you know that is something missing there already, and everybody's guessing. If it is not, like doing a sun punch. Who doesn't know how to do a sun punch? Because it's clear. It is clear what a sun punch is. But then you say, well, using your mind power, well, then there's a problem. Okay? Somebody said, well, I want to do my dantian this way. I want to rotate my dantian and all kinds of stuff. That means you don't know what it is. You don't know the process to repeat, be able to produce the thing with quality. That's where scientific come in. Okay. So this related to one very serious issue on when we study ancient stuff, like especially the Chinese stuff. Okay, it is a technology, and there's a serious issue we want to be clear from here on. Okay, so the first issue is we need to know what is idea, concept, philosophy. Okay. Second is instruction. Okay, or it's better to say that process instruction. Process instruction. Okay. The third thing is the let go, let it happen. Union with nature. When we study ancient stuff, be it Xiu Lim Tao, be it any internal art, Qigong, whatever you want to talk about it, watch out for this thing. The first is the idea, the philosophy, the concept. The second is the process instruction, how to get that thing, step by step, the sequence, the process step and sequence. The third is let go and let it happen, because now you want to let the nature do its job. Okay? These three things. If we look at whatever happened today, it's always idea, philosophy, concept. very rare you can see the process steps, how to get there. And very rare people explain what is the difference between manipulative and let go, let the nature take care of it. Okay? Now, in order to study anything internal, like from standing meditations, from Qigong to Xiu Lim Tao, all these things, one need to be clear on these three things. Otherwise, you know, in the scientific way, we know it's hopeless. You cannot get there. Okay? Well, somebody might be talent, genius, they can by luck get here or something, but even that, they will not be able to teach, they will not be able to clearly describe the thing. Because as any technology, if you be able to describe it clearly, scientifically, then you'll be able to repeat that thing. Now, if I'm just talented, I'm nothing wrong with I'm talented, or anybody's talented or lucky and they know something. But if they don't know this, they do not have the scientific or the this clear instruction, there's no way they can teach and there's no way they can express clearly. And also, at that sense, usually one will know way to progress or develop further. Say, you know, I heard an analogy the other day on one of my students who said that it's like singing a song. Today I can sing really well because I'm talented. But then tomorrow, if I have an interview, then I have no idea whether I can do the same thing or not. Okay? So that is the case. Now, unless one can be able to handle all these things and know step by step and develop in it, one will not be able to get there. Okay? Now, let's get a very simple example for you. You know, today in the world, the entire world, everybody like to stick with the name internal art. You can have internal as a term all over the place, like mindfulness all over the place, all over the world. Okay? And so there's a term called song. Song, or you know, sometimes say 放松. So we in the West translate it as loose, relax, soft. Okay? Well, what is this? And then people can start quoting Lao Tzu. Okay, the Lao Tzu, Dao De Jing. And you can start to quote everything you like. But what is song? What is song? What is 放松? Why just relax? You just lose your body. You just relax. What is it? Mostly people don't know. So it's stuck with the first thing I'm talking about. It is the concept and philosophy. Okay? However, let's lose. This loose is a state. And it can have a deeper state of loose. Okay, loose. Now, that's a natural state. Now, to the minimum, there are three states there. Three levels there. Okay, there are three levels there where I actually put it in this book. It's in this Wing Chun, Basic Wing Chun Kuen Art and Science book. Okay. So the song, just the physical by itself, No, by itself, the physical part, it has, I'd like to show you here. So this is from the book, okay? Over here, you can freeze the screen. So it has open, link, and light. Loose, you have that three level, okay? And you need to know which level, which natural union of natural level you get in. So open, the instruction, remember we talked about we need an instruction how to open the body and how to let the natural take care of itself, get into the natural resonance. And then you have the link, and then you have the light. Okay? So there are states. When you say loose, if you want to get the chi and everything flow, you have to be in a light state. Your body has to open up, unwrap. This is the term I use in both books. Okay, of this thing. Of which one? Okay, 1 second, show you. Okay, on both books, I use the term unwrap. You let the joint unwrap. You know, like your joint, your muscle, you let it unwrap by itself. You cannot manipulate that. You say, well, I want to let this unwrap, open up. I want this open up. You cannot manipulate it. You can put your hand, say rest, and then you let it unwrap. So there's a difference between you manipulate this joint. You say, well, I want to lose it. No matter how you manipulate, you cannot do it. But if you rest it, you wait for a while, your body unwrap. That is the natural resonance. So by just loose in physical body, physical element, loose, the how to loose, there are 3 states, and then you need to open up your body, and after you can do that, get into the natural resonance, your body open up, then link, and then it become lightweight. It gets level by level. So again, you have the concept. The first is you have the concept. The second, you have the instruction, the process instruction. Now, like in this case is the three steps instruction, and then the third is how, so that the body can get into the natural resonance or the union with the natural state by itself. Otherwise, is what is loose. But if you do this, anybody can do it within I'll say within 1 hour. If you follow that book and or get coach is better. Within 1 hour, you know what the heck's going on. You know what is loose exactly. So every time when you want to lose, you know what it is. The reason why you need to get coach is because we often trap in our mindset. If we read a lot of Tai Chi stuff, then whatever we do, we're gonna tend to think like the Tai Chi way. If we read a lot of Wing Chun way, then we will think about the Wing Chun way. So coaching is to watch you saying, okay, drop your Tai Chi way or Wing Chun way. We want to go open, link, and get to the lightweight. So you want to have the chi flow and everything that's on top of that. If you want to using intention, not using strength, that's on top of this 3 states. Unless you get this 3 states, you don't know. You don't even know how your body is open or not. How can you use yi, not using strength? Because you can say, well, I want to use my intention, but not using strength. But wait a minute. The body have no idea what it is. The body is keeping tense up using strength because the body never experienced something called open, which is the nature, right? So another thing is too, like in the Wing Chun matrix, You know, this is chapter 4, I think. You know, I have all this thing here. This is a 2C, 3B, those kind of stuff. Those all are states. Those are not, I have a structure, I have an intention, I have to using my intention to move my body this way. No, it's not. It's getting you into a state, okay? And it's getting you into the state. So let you read this. Okay, you can freeze the screen and then you can read it. That's from the book Wing Chun Matrix, okay? So this thing is like, there's nothing magical, okay? You have to develop the human physiology state. And then you let the physiology be able to perform effectively. If you brute force it or using strength and using mind and structure and everything to handle the manipulate that is not what it is, okay? So that's why in this thing there is a really important state one need to get into. And here is get into this state we are using the sticks. That is the state of you synchronize your body with your deep breathing. And then after that, you don't have to think structure, breathing, my mind, align my spine, lifting my energy. You don't. You just get into the state and you are there already. Then you'll be able to, it's just like your car. You maintain it, you tune it up so that when you race, you race. You don't want to race the car and say, well, you know, I have to in the same time align my gearbox or my transmission. No, you don't. You just get the entire thing into the resonance and then you make use of it. Okay, so you get your resonance and then you make use of it. You make use of the resonance instead of you do this. I want to stay in this and stay in this. Okay, it's too late. Time-wise, you don't have time because people is using this. It's like when a tiger attack you, okay, he is in that state, physiological state. The tiger doesn't have to lifting his anus, align his spine or doing all kind of stuff. No, you look at the tiger, how the tiger fighting in YouTube. That's what it is, okay? Because the tiger get into the nature and it's so powerful because the body is developed that way, conditioned that way. Okay, so this is what I'd like to share with you today. In order to understand this, the natural resonance state, you need the 6-13-3, the 6 core element 13 state. Okay, what I call the 6-13-3 in the basic Wing Chun books. You cannot get away because that is my summary for 40 years of a study to get the common denominator there. Okay, so 6 core element is not just, oh, you know, I know this too, it's body, mind, energy. No, the importance of the 6 core element where I coined, the reason I make it, I develop that is in the instructions, the concept, the instructions, and lead into the natural resonance. It's not just, well, I have it too. I have a 6 core element too, mind, body, breathing, or energy. Well, many years ago, people tell me this. Well, I know I have it too. I have the 6 core element too, Hendrik. This is the same with the Tai Chi style. I do things soft. Well, it is a different stuff. I'm dealing with engineering here. I'm not dealing with the philosophy as we talk. You know, like everybody can have their 5 cents on philosophy. You want to make things happen. If you cannot make things happen, you're no way you can realize what the ancient talk about. Okay, so this is to share with you today. I know this is a long video, but this is critical. If you really want to study Chinese ancient art and so forth, if you miss that natural resonance state, you're gonna miss the entire thing. Because didn't everybody quote Tao Te Ching Lao Tzu say what? Tao mimic natural. Everything has to be, the yin and yang has to be balanced. Well, that's what it is in today's language.